What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode here on our Rainy Day Skyblock series, and we're actually just about to hit pigstone. I'm about to hit pig in advanced. So in our studies, we have now advanced to the final mob spawner off camera, which is creepers. Now, no, creepers are good for XP. We also unlock looting 4 once we get to advanced. So that is our first major vanilla enchant upgrade. So honestly, we're not doing too bad for ourselves. But in this episode, we are working on this side, which is going to be crops. If you haven't watched the last video, I will put it on screen, but this is what we did. We made a massive tree farm. Now the spruce all did grow 2 by 2, which helped us massively. That made our studies go up quite a lot. Now I believe we was aiming for advanced expert, so we was aiming for expert. We are currently halfway to specialist, and that's just from this row here. I think we harvested this row twice. So we got these 3. I haven't replanted this just in case we can get that far, but I doubt it. We might need like another row or 2. And we've started on acacia, which is probably the most annoying study to do in wood crop. So if we go into acacia, we unlock cow spawners right at the end. So that is going to be something we have to grind out. Not really going to be fun doing so, however. So we have bought some moss and also made some ourselves. We have almost 2 double chests that we're going to be working with in today's episode. Firstly, let me just dump this and clear my inventory. Okay, so we're gonna grab the moss out of this chest and we're gonna dump it into this empty PV that we got currently. And that should honestly do us quite well. So we're going to go with the same sugarcane farm as the last season because it is the most efficient. We're going to be utilizing these crop chunk collectors. However, this season we're not going to be doing a 2 by 2. It's going to be a 1 by 4. So hopefully it is a lot easier to mine out and it will save us some space, I guess. So what we're going to do is, if we can find our wood, we keep our wood all the way down here now. Probably why I can't find it. So let's go in here. Let's buy ourselves a lot of wood. Let's craft that all into slabs. We should come out with a lot of stacks of slabs, which is going to be perfect, but is it going to be enough? I don't know. Now obviously this is the bottom half. Is it the bottom half? I believe it is. If we get a piece of moss, we can actually check, because moss is a full block. So let me just check. Yeah, so this is the bottom half slab. So what we want to do is we want to bring it down by 1. That is the top half. So now we should be able to place it perfectly on there. Brilliant. So we're going to do this to every single corner. So when we multiplace it, it comes to a stop and we don't have a lot of extra slabs to go ahead and mine off. So let's do this to the last corner here. Then we can turn off. We can turn on our multiplace 64 because we are now the Stormbringer, so we should be able to do there as well. Then let's just start with the edges. Remove that moss up. Okay, then lastly this edge right here. And then if we just connect these, connect them on the other side. Boom, boom. And just like that, we can now start building our way across and figure out if we actually did get enough wood or not. Which I think we're actually short. Yeah, we've not got enough. Yes. So we're going to need about 3 more stacks. So we're going to go ahead and just do that quickly. And just like that, we've now filled in the full platform. So, time to do our little pattern that we do with the moss. So we'll demonstrate this, we'll go through it, and then we'll time-lapse us building it. Okay, let's try this again. So, I believe if we do this, like, this pattern right here, so a 2, and then to the right and down 1 and another 2. And then if we go diagonal to this, so we place 1 there, bring 1 to the right and 1 down, and then 1 above that first one we placed. And then we've got the same pattern we just made. And then we connect it to this corner again. And we just keep on doing this. So that makes this diagonal row correct. Now if we want to do the one to the side, we place it up against these two blocks. So we go 1, 2 to the right, and then it'll be down one. So 1, 2 to the right, down one. 1, 2, right, down. 1, 2, right, down. And then that's it. If you get confused, I believe you can do, so let's say we've got this pattern right here. So we come off here, we go 1, 2, that's where my water would go. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's where my water would go. And you're basically building around the block where the water would go. So for example, here would be water, then 1, 2 to the right, that's the water source. So we place blocks around there. And then we continue. And we keep going, if we can do it correct. Boom. Boom. And you can see it still makes the same shape, but it's a lot easier to keep up with it because you actually know where the water goes because you're building around it. So we're going to do that the full way, well, the full platform, and maybe a second one by the end of the episode. And yeah, hopefully we can unlock our next studies pretty quick. So the aim of this episode is to get onto cactus and potentially find ourselves an enchant by the next episode. So let's get time lapse in this. So what we need is to grab ourselves right here, stone bricks / craft. Just open this because it's a lot quicker. Stone bricks, stone bricks slabs, and hopefully this should be enough. So if we fly over here, what we want to do is place a slab on each water source. If you click F3, you can see on the right hand side at the bottom it says Minecraft water, and then the column above that it says waterlogged true, that green text on the right hand side. So we just need to make sure every single one is waterlogged, and in order to do that we just need to make sure we don't place two slabs in the same hole. So let's just go down. We'll work diagonally just because it's a lot quicker. So we're gonna fill in all these without missing, that is a hoe, not a pickaxe. So we're gonna go down and fill in all these holes. Okay, so now we can buy ourselves some sugarcane. How much is it to fill my inventory? Not bad. We'll go with that. So we just need to go and right click every single piece of moss here. Now the only problem is the edges, because some of them we won't be able to place because the water source would be on here. So we're going to start with the edges on what we can place. And there we go. We have now placed down all of our sugarcane. Some of it we did place a bit high, so you can see we don't actually get a study for it. So if we break it, then it can grow naturally. And then we'll start be able to get in studies because we'll know they're all naturally grown. So now we've done all that, you can see there's the sugarcane laying around on the floor. If we go into our PV1, we are utilizing as many as these chunk collectors we can this season. So you can see we've got 4 wood ones. Last season we used water for our wood, so it's honestly new this season. So if we just place these down here, they should get all 4 chunks. Now if we see how much storage they have, 50,000. They have been upgraded, so the base is 50,000. And if I just throw out this sugarcane, you can see, you can't see it falling anywhere. So this chunk collector just to my right. There we go, it's got all the sugarcane in it. So every time we harvest, it'll collect up there. If we get a special drop, it'll collect up here. And yeah, I have just come to the realization. Oh no, it's perfectly in the chunk. I thought we went one off the edge for a second there, but no, we didn't. So let's head over to these wood ones, because I've not actually seen what we've collected. So it does collect fruits, which I didn't know it did that. We have a lot of spruce. We've got a special spruce, another special spruce, 5 special spruces in this one, as well as a special birch. And then in this last one over here, we got 2 special spruces. So I believe special spruce is used for custom enchant tables. So the more we get, the more we can custom enchant tables we can make, to be fair. Although I don't know why I would need many. And these is our ore chunk collectors. We've got 204 iron, 147 iron, just from mining these pillars. And I've not actually collected my sprites today, so these will be sitting on a bit. Now if we go into skills, have we got, so in wood cutting we now have 3 points. And yeah, that's it. So in wood cutting, increase the chance to grow a custom tree, or we can up our lumberjack from 15 to 30 seconds. But in order to get the pet collector or orchid or treasure hunter, we actually need to upgrade this, and so on. So we actually need to go this top one. With wood, I feel like lumberjack is actually kind of good, to be fair. So we're gonna get a 30-second duration from a 15-second duration, which is gonna help us crazy much, especially with these here acacias, which we don't like. And yeah, so all we gotta do now is wait for all this sugarcane to grow, harvest, and see how much we can get from one full harvest. Hopefully, it's enough to get us all the way to advanced, but I highly doubt it. If we go into studies, I've not checked the requirements because we've not actually been here. So for us to get to apprentice, we only need 250, which isn't a lot of sugarcane. And then it won't tell us the rest, but once we hit proficient, we unlock the sand recipe, which will help us with our next, not the next farm, but the farm after, which is sugarcane. We also unlock custom enchant books. So this is where we need to use our farm efficiently to increase our sugarcane special drops. So back to the waiting game, and then we'll see how much one harvest can get us on a 1x4. So guys, I'll see you all when this is fully grown. Okay, so all my sugarcane is now grown. So the most efficient way to harvest it is, let's just make sure we're in the chunk. If we do the top one, we get a study for it. And if we do the second one, we get a study. We always leave the bottom one. But as you can see right now, we're on 35. If I was to break this one, there's 2 sugarcanes there. 36. You only get the one that you break, and we are using our hoe because we got prize crop on it. And we'll get golden carrots that we can sell for quite a decent amount. We also have fortune, which does work on crops, I believe. So we can get ourselves an increased amount of crops by doing this, which already we're apprentice. Now it's 750 to get to proficient. So to get to proficient in total, that's 1,000 studies. So honestly, we should be advanced in no time. Let's just go all the way here. Let's make sure we break every single chunk at the top layer. Again, we're trying to go for efficiency. We don't want to be leaving any behind. So we're almost done with this top layer. Then just like that. We missed one all the way back over here. Now we're gonna make work on this second layer, which is our bottom one. And we leave the rest to keep on growing. And there we go. So just from all of that, I believe we are almost advanced already. So we go into crops. Yep, 23% through proficient on our way to advanced. So we need a total of 3,500 crops in order to get advanced, which is, I believe that's a lot less than last season. So before we know it, we should actually be expert. So yeah, that's honestly not too bad. Now, we might make ourselves another couple layers of this whilst we are in between episodes, I guess we could say. But if we just work out how much we got, so we got 1,000 plus a 500. So per harvest, we got 15,000. 15,000. We got 1,500. So if we make another layer, it's 3,000. And another layer, that's another 4,500. And we're just going to keep on going up. So honestly, the more layers we have, the more sugarcane we can get, because this is only going to be a sugarcane platform, and the next one will, and the next one after that. So we might do a couple layers of sugarcane, followed by a couple layers of, it'll be cactus next, I believe, and then we just keep on going down in the studies. That's going to be it for this episode, guys. If you enjoyed this episode and found it useful, please hit the like button, subscribe with bell notifications turned on, and comment what you want to see in the next couple videos.